Hi viewers, our next topic is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which the plants containing green pigment called chlorophyll. Plant leaves లో chlorophyll అనే గ్రీన్ కలర్ పిగ్మెంట్ ఉంటుంది. పిగ్మెంట్ అంటే కలర్ అన్నమాట. గ్రీన్ కలర్ పిగ్మెంట్ ఉంటుంది. ఆ పిగ్మెంట్ ని ఆ పిగ్మెంట్ సన్లైట్ ని ట్రాప్ చేసుకొని అంటే సన్లైట్ ని తీసుకొని విత్ ద హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ అండ్ వాటర్ అండ్ కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్ ని కూడా తీసుకొని CO2 కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్ అండ్ వాటర్ ని రెండింటిని తీసుకొని అండ్ సన్లైట్ ని తీసుకొని ఇట్ ప్రిపేర్స్ ఇట్స్ ఓన్ ఫుడ్ బై themselves is called photosynthesis by the process called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process in which plant takes the carbon dioxide, water in the presence of sunlight, chlorophyll produces its own food by itself. Okay. So in this, the complex organic molecules are formed from the simpler organic molecules. Simple organic molecules use చేసుకొని complex organic substances ని form చేసుకుంటుంది plant. And సింప్లర్ ఇన్ఆర్గానిక్ మాలిక్యూల్స్ అంటే మనకు వాటర్లో మినరల్స్ ఉంటాయి, సాయిల్లో వాటర్ ఉంటాయి, వాటర్లో మినరల్స్ ఉంటాయి లైక్ మెగ్నీషియం, క్లోరిన్, ఫాస్ఫరస్, సోడియం, క్లోరైడ్ ఇవన్నీ ఎలిమెంట్స్ అన్నమాట. ఇవన్నీ మనకి వాటర్లో మిక్స్ అయిపోయి సాల్యుబుల్ అయిపోయి రూట్స్ వాటర్ని తీసుకుంటే రూట్స్ అనేవి వాటర్ని తీసుకుంటే అండ్ కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్ త్రూ ద లీవ్స్ దిస్ బోత్ కంబైన్ అండ్ ద sunlight, chlorophyll traps the sunlight and it produces its own food. And photosynthesis process is the complex process. Enduku complex ante several reactions takes place in the photosynthesis process. Intermediate products also forms in the photosynthesis process. And simple equation for photosynthesis is given by C.B. Van Neel. C.B. Van Neel అనే scientist simple equation ఇచ్చాడు photosynthesis అంటే several intermediate reactions of forms, but the simple reaction ఆ several intermediate reactions ని అన్ని reactions ని కలిపి only one single reaction లో మనకి photosynthesis అర్థమయ్యేలాగా C.B. Van Neel ఇచ్చాడు. Simple equation is given by C.B. Van Neel in 1931. Okay. Equation for photosynthesis. Van Neel equation for photosynthesis is CO2 means carbon dioxide it takes and water, 2 molecules of water in the presence of light and chlorophyll gives CH2O, H2 and H2O and O2. CH2O carbohydrates formed in the photosynthesis process. Photosynthesis process లో ఫుడ్ ఏంటి అంటే కార్బోహైడ్రేట్స్ ఫామ్ అవుతాయి, అంటే గ్లూకోజ్ ఫామ్ అవుతుంది అనమాట. Later, Van Neel's equation is modified by Robert Hill. Robert Hill modified this equation as 6CO2, 12H2O. I mean the molecules he added like CO2. Here also CO2, H2O, CH2. I mean molecules he added like 6CO2, 12H2O in the presence of same light and chlorophyll. Here C6H12O6. 6 2 12 6 molecules he added. This is the formula for glucose. This is the formula for glucose. This is the formula for glucose and 6 molecules of water and 6 molecules of oxygen. Okay, and so this is the equation for photosynthesis and means for each of carbohydrate, each molecule of 6 molecules of carbohydrate is formed. Glucose is the carbohydrate, so for each molecule, for one molecule of carbohydrate formed, one molecule of water is evolving and one molecule of oxygen is evolving. See here, 6 molecules of carbohydrates, 6 molecules of water, 6 molecules of oxygen. Means for each carbohydrate, 1 molecule of water and 1 molecule of oxygen is evolving. Okay, so Van Neel first worked on the purple sulfur bacteria. Purple sulfur bacteria. Okay, purple sulfur bacteria. It's the bacteria. He worked on it and concluded that light plays a very specific role in the photosynthesis. ఏం చేశాడు? పర్పుల్ సల్ఫర్ బ్యాక్టీరియా, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో అ ఫోటోసింథటిక్ బ్యాక్టీరియా. ఆ ఫోటోసింథటిక్ బ్యాక్టీరియా కూడా ఫోటోసింథసిస్ చేసుకుని దాని ఓన్ ఫుడ్ దాన్ని సింథసైజ్ చేసుకుంటుంది. Based on this, he worked on this and he concluded that light plays a specific role. అంటే లైట్ లేకుంటే మనకి ఫోటోసింథసిస్ అనేది జరగదు అనేసి he concluded that. And instead of water he used H2S. hydrogen sulfide. He used H2S and instead of oxygen, మన photosynthesis లో ఆక్సిజన్ అనేది evolve అవుతుంది. So instead of oxygen here, if he used H2S, sulfur is evolved. Sulfur is evolved. So means here we can conclude that వాటర్ లో ఉన్న ఆక్సిజన్ మాలిక్యూల్ అనేది మనకి ఎవాల్వ్ అవుతుంది అని చెప్పొచ్చు. సో H2O releases oxygen. He concluded that H2O releases oxygen. So instead of H2O, if he used it, H2S, sulfur is released. So later they worked on the plants. Plant synthesizes carbohydrates in the simpler ones. Glucose is the simpler carbohydrate, and not only the simpler carbohydrates, it also synthesizes the complex ones like cellulose, starch. Cellulose and starch are the complex carbohydrates. Not only the carbohydrates, it also synthesizes the proteins, fats. Proteins and fats also it synthesizes. And photosynthesis is the basic energy for all of the organisms, rest of all organisms. And animals, they can't synthesize their own food by themselves. So it depends upon the plants. So mainly photosynthesis is the basic energy. Photosynthesis is the basic energy source for rest of all the living organisms in the world. And so one experiment is there to find out whether the plants, that is leaves, contains carbohydrates or not. Means just for starch. Starch is one of the carbohydrates. So let us see this. Soft or thin leaves. Soft ga unna thin, chaala palchanga unna leaves తీసుకోవాలి. Soft thin leaves we should take and we should boil it in water. Water లో వేసి boil చేయాలి first leaves ని. After that, this boiled leaf we should add into the methylated spirit into the test tube. Test tube లో methylated spirit తీసుకొని methylated spirit లో ఈ సాఫ్ట్ థిన్ లీవ్స్ బాయిల్ చేసినవి మనం యాడ్ చేయాలి. We should add in this, and after adding in this we should keep this test tube in the water bath. Water bath అంటే వాటర్ లో టెస్ట్ ట్యూబ్ ని పెట్టాలి. బాయిలింగ్ వాటర్ లో టెస్ట్ ట్యూబ్ ని పెట్టాలి మనం. So boil the tube in the test tube, in the water bath, and then the chlorophyll dissolves in the spirit. Chlorophyll, leaves లో ఉన్న chlorophyll అనేది స్పిరిట్ లో డిజాల్వ్ అయిపోతుంది. డిజాల్వ్ అయిపోయి బికమ్స్ పేల్ కలర్, అంటే లైక్ మొత్తం కలర్ పోయి ఏదో వైట్ కలర్ లా అయిపోతుంది అన్నమాట లీవ్ అనేది. బికాస్ రిమూవల్ ఆఫ్ క్లోరోఫిల్ అందులో డిజాల్వ్ అయిపోయింది కదా స్పిరిట్ లో క్లోరోఫిల్ డిజాల్వ్ అయిపోయి మనకి గ్రీన్ కలర్ అనేది మొత్తం పోతుంది కాబట్టి బికమ్స్ పేల్ గా అవుతుంది. సో టేక్ ఆల్ దిస్ పేల్ కలర్డ్ leave with the help of brush. ఏదైనా ఒక బ్రష్ తీసుకొని ఆ టెస్ట్ ట్యూబ్ లో నుంచి పేల్ కలర్డ్ లీవ్ ని తీసుకొని we should take that leaf into the petri dish. Petri dish అంటే ఒక చిన్న ప్లేట్ లా ఉంటుంది, గ్లాస్ ప్లేట్. In that we should keep this pale leaf, and we should add 1 drop of iodine or betadine solution. కామన్ గా మనం ఎప్పుడైనా సరే ఎందులో అయినా సరే, నాట్ ఓన్లీ లీవ్స్, if we should test for starch, we'll use iodine solution definitely. Iodine is the indicator for starch. Okay, so we should add 1 drop of iodine or betadine solution. If it shows that the leaf shows blue black color, then it indicates the presence of starch. Water and photosynthesis relationship. How the water helps in the photosynthesis process means it is given by von Helmont, scientist. He concluded that water dissolves the minerals in the soil. Water lo minerals అనేవి dissolve అయి ఉంటాయి, and it is present in the soil. So photosynthesis absorbs this water along with the dissolved minerals in it. So plants, by using this minerals and water, it produces or synthesizes the carbohydrates useful for the plant as well as other living organisms. This is the conclusion of water and photosynthesis relationship. And next, air and photosynthesis relationship. Air and photosynthesis relationship is given by Joseph Priestley. Joseph Priestley is the discoverer of oxygen. Oxygen is discovered by Why? Oxygen was discovered by Joseph Priestley in the year 1774, and later oxygen word is named by or coined by Lavoisier in 1775. In 1775, Lavoisier coined the term oxygen. So, for the experiment, he did an experiment for the conclusion of to identify that oxygen is the releasing from the plants in the process of photosynthesis. What he did, he took a bell jar. This is a bell jar. He took the bell jar and in that bell jar he inserted a candle with a flame. Okay. After some time, the candle turn off. The candle turn off because for the burning of oxygen, for the burning of a flame for the candle, oxygen is needed. Candle flame avali ante, burn avali ante, oxygen is required anamata. So if first after some time, oxygen, bell jar lo ఉన్న oxygen అంతా ఇప్పుడు క్యాండిల్ బర్న్ అవ్వడం వల్ల కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది అన్నమాట. సో ఈ బెల్ జార్ మొత్తం కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ తో నిండిపోతుంది ఆఫ్టర్ సమ్ టైం. So it doesn't get the oxygen to burn. So the candle turns off. The candle turns off. So after next time what he did, he took candle with the flame and also rat he took. He took a rat in the same bell jar. After some time what happened? Same, the candle turned off and the rat also died. Here, see here. The candle turned off and the rat died. Why? Because of the lack of oxygen. The candle and rat died. Sorry, the candle turned off and the rat died. And after some time, he took what? Candle with the flame, rat. Along with these two, he took mint plant. Mint, pudina, mint plant. So, what is happening here? Both the rat and candle, or candle is same as like that, it is flaming, and rat is alive and plant is also alive. Why? Because the carbon dioxide released from the candle and rat respiration is useful for the plant. Plant takes carbon dioxide, right? So it is taking carbon dioxide from releasing by these two. And this for the flaming of candle, it requires carbon dioxide, so oxygen, and rat also requires oxygen for the survival. So the oxygen required for these two is releasing from the plant. Plant releases oxygen, right, in the process of photosynthesis. So oxygen, this is giving oxygen for these two, and this is taking carbon dioxide from these two. It is taking carbon dioxide, it is giving oxygen. So all are survived in this. So by this experiment he concluded that oxygen is required for all the living organisms for the survival. Means exchange of gases are taking place in the earth. Because of the exchange of gases, all the living organisms are surviving. And mainly the exchange of gases in the plant is taking place from the stomata. Stomata. If this is the leaf, stomata are present, means small pore-like structures are present on the leaf, are called stomata. Through the stomata, carbon dioxide gets in and oxygen comes out. Okay, through the stomata, gases exchange takes place. Not only through the stomata, to the plant stem and to the roots also, some amount of, not roots, and loose tissues of the stem, gaseous exchange takes place. This is the relation of air and photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis. For that, we will do one experiment. Like Moll's half-leaf experiment. This experiment is called Moll's half-leaf experiment. Why? Because we are taking half leaf which is inserted into the KOH contained bottle. of all take a plant and keep it in dark sunlight లో ఉంచుకుంటే dark place లో ఉంచండి 3 days వరకు. Keep it in the dark for 3 days. It destarched. Destarched means మనం sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis, right? So we are keeping it in the dark, so sunlight is not there in the dark, so it doesn't synthesizes the carbohydrates. Starch means carbohydrates only, no? So destarched means carbohydrates are absent in that plant. So take a wide mouthed bottle, transparent bottle తీసుకోండి. In that transparent bottle add KOH. KOH means potassium hydroxide solution కానీ pellets కానీ అంటే crystals of KOH or solution of KOH, potassium hydroxide in a wide mouthed bottle. And split cork పెట్టండి. కార్క్ అంటే ఒక రబ్బర్ లా ఉంటుంది. ఇన్ దాట్ కీప్ అ స్ప్లిట్, ఒక హోల్ చేయండి. కీప్ అ స్ప్లిట్ ఇన్ దాట్. హోల్ మీన్స్ లైక్ అ స్లిట్, ఒక ఇన్సర్ట్ చేయడానికి ఒక గీతలా లోపలికి. సో స్ప్లిట్ కార్క్ ఫిట్ ఇన్ బాటిల్. ఓకే, దిస్ స్ప్లిటెడ్ కార్క్ ఫిట్ ఇన్ ద బాటిల్. బాటిల్ మూతలో పెట్టండి. మూతలో మనకి ఇది ఇన్సర్ట్ చేయండి. So splitted cork fit in a bottle and insert leaf through the slit. Take half leaf, just half of the plant లో ఏదో ఒక లీఫ్ తీసుకొని ఆ హాఫ్ లీఫ్ మాత్రం ఆ స్ప్లిట్ నుంచి లోపల కార్క్ స్ప్లిట్ నుంచి బాటిల్ లోపలికి పెట్టండి. which the bottle which is containing the KOH, potassium hydroxide. Then keep this plant in the sunlight లో పెట్టేసేయండి. తర్వాత ఇందులో ఇన్సర్ట్ చేసిన తర్వాత టోటల్ ప్లాంట్ ని sunlight లో పెట్టేసేయండి. If we keep it in the sunlight after some time or after some days, what happens? Whole the plant, rest of the plant except the half leaf which we have inserted in the KOH containing bottle, rest of the plant synthesizes the carbohydrates except this half leaf. Why? Because that half leaf if it absorbs carbon dioxide also, KOH absorbs carbon dioxide from that half leaf. From that half leaf, KOH absorbs the carbon dioxide, and so because of the absence, carbon dioxide is required for the synthesis of carbohydrates. So in the absence of carbon dioxide, that half leaf doesn't produces or synthesizes the carbohydrates. So next, test for starch. Take any one leaf from that plant except that half leaf. Take any plant leaf and test for starch. Means test for starch, we know that iodine. Add iodine for that. So if we observe blue black color in that leaf, then indicates the presence of starch. Means it is indicating the presence of starch because the plant leaf is containing carbohydrates. But take the leaf which is inserted in the KOH and add iodine to this leaf which is inserted into that. It looks colorless. After the iodine test, it looks colorless. Why it is looking colorless? Because it is absence of carbohydrates. So it is colorless. This is the relationship between the carbohydrates and carbon dioxide and photosynthesis. This means carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis. Relation between light and photosynthesis means the role of light in photosynthesis. Jan Ingenhousz is a scientist. He concluded that light is essential for the photosynthesis. Okay, so he did an experiment to explain that. He took a hydrilla plant which lives in the water lo untundi. He took a hydrilla plant. In the presence of sunlight, this hydrilla plant forms bubbles. Means if this is the plant, it forms the bubbles in the water. This bubbles indicates that oxygen. If the plant releases the oxygen, it shows in the form of bubbles. Okay, forms the bubbles in the water. Means in the presence of sunlight, oxygen is evolving. But he took the same hydrilla plant in the water in the absence of sunlight. In the absence of sunlight, it doesn't cause the bubbles. In the absence of sunlight, bubbles are not formed. Means it indicates that light is not there, so bubbles are not formed. Means oxygen is not formed. Means light is essential for the formation of oxygen. And Engelmann is another scientist. He took the algae strand he took, and in the presence of light, rainbow colored light, it contains all the lights like violet, red, green, orange and indigo, and all the colors in the sun, like in the rainbow, all the colors present in the rainbow. He took all the colors light and he illuminated on the algae. Then, and also he took the oxygen sensitive bacteria or the light sensitive bacteria he took. Okay, light sensitive or oxygen sensitive bacteria. And so sensitive bacteria means it ఈ బ్యాక్టీరియాకి ఆక్సిజన్ అనేది కావాలి, ఎక్కడ ఆక్సిజన్ ఉంటే అక్కడికి వెళ్ళిపోతుంది అనమాట. సో he took the oxygen sensitive bacteria. Then when the light is illuminated on the algae, the red and blue rays of the light ఎక్కడైతే ఆల్గేలో మనం ఇల్యూమినేట్ చేస్తున్నామో ఆ ప్లేస్ లో ఆక్సిజన్ ఎవాల్వ్ అవుతుంది. అక్కడ ఆక్సిజన్ ఎక్కడైతే ఎవాల్వ్ అవుతుందో వెంటనే ఆక్సిజన్ సెన్సిటివ్ బ్యాక్టీరియా ఇస్ crowding at that place, అంటే గుంపులుగా అక్కడ వెళ్ళిపోతున్నమాట. Then it indicates that here the oxygen is evolving by the illumination of light. Means oxygen is essential for light. So by these two experiments, by these two scientists indicates that or concludes that role of light is essential in the photosynthesis. Photosynthesis లో light ఉండాల్సిందే, light ఉంటేనే మనకు ఆక్సిజన్ ఎవాల్వ్ అవుతుంది. And other process on carbohydrates are also formed. These two people are saying that oxygen is essential for photosynthesis, and the pigments involved in the plants also absorbs the light and does the photosynthesis. Black paper experiment. For the sunlight is necessary for the starch formation. Sunlight is necessary for starch formation ki inkoka experiment enti ante black paper experiment. Black paper experiment. Take a plant which is destarched. Destarch ఎలా చేసేయాలి, మనం కొన్ని రోజులు ఒక 2-3 days ప్లాంట్ ని డార్క్ లో ఉంచితే, డార్క్ లో సన్లైట్ లో కాకుండా డార్క్ లో ఉంచితే డిస్టార్చ్ అయిపోతుంది ప్లాంట్. వి నో దట్. సో టేక్ ది డిస్టార్చ్డ్ ప్లాంట్ అండ్ కీప్ a piece of black paper on any one leaf of the plant. ఇలా ఒక ఏమంటారు బ్లాక్ పేపర్, దిస్ ఇస్ బ్లాక్ పేపర్, అస్యూమ్ దిస్ ఇస్ బ్లాక్ పేపర్, దిస్ ఇస్ a black paper. Keep on this leaf. So after keeping on this leaf, this black paper doesn't allow the sunlight. So see here, plant with the discharged leaves, cover the leaves with the black paper, and light doesn't enter through the black paper. Place this in the sunlight. So it doesn't enter the sunlight. Take this plant with the black paper and keep it in the sunlight. After some time or after some days, take this take this particular leaf and test for starch. Starch is how we will do by using iodine solution. Okay, take that leaf and remove the black paper and keep it in the petri dish and add iodine solution. Then if this part which is there without the black paper turns into blue-black color, means it indicates the presence of carbohydrates. Means it is trapping the sunlight and preparing the carbohydrates. So because if we do the iodine test, it is showing the blue-black color. Okay, blue-black color. And this part which is covered with the black paper is not showing the blue-black color. It is showing the green color. Why? For the test, for the iodine test, it is showing the green color. It is not showing the blue-black color. Why it is not showing the blue-black color? Means black paper is not allowing the sunlight to enter into the leaf. So it is not forming the carbohydrates. So we are not getting the blue-black color in this plant part. Means sunlight is essential for the formation of carbohydrates. Chlorophyll and photosynthesis. How the what is the role of chlorophyll in the photosynthesis? Indian House is a scientist. He isolated the green colored substance. He isolated, taken out the green colored substance from the plant leaves and tested for the photosynthesis. Okay, he tested for the photosynthesis and he concluded that green colored substance is essential and plays an important role in the photosynthesis. And next, Pelletier and Cavendish. These are the two scientists. These are also extracted the green color substance and named it as chlorophyll. Named it as chlorophyll. They extracted the green color substance and named it as chlorophyll. Chlorophyll and name chesaru green color substance. This chlorophyll is present in the chloroplast. Chloroplast lo manaki chlorophyll untundi leaves lo. And in addition to the chloroplast kaakunda inga chloroplast and carotenoids and phycobilins, these are substances present in the chloroplast. ఇవి కూడా other than the chlorophyll, carotenoids and phycobilins also traps the sunlight ని తీసుకొని it passes to the chlorophyll. ఇవి కూడా sunlight ని తీసుకొని chlorophyll కి pass చేస్తాయి. Chlorophyll synthesizes the carbohydrates in the plants. So this is the relationship between the chlorophyll and photosynthesis. Chlorophyll is essential for photosynthesis. Julius von Sachs in 1883 observed the chlorophyll. He observed the chlorophyll and it is present in certain of cell organelle only. And the chlorophyll అనేది మొత్తం plant cell మొత్తం ఉండదు అన్నమాట. Only certain cell organelle లో మాత్రమే ఉంటుంది. Those certain cell organelles we are calling it as chloroplast. ఆ certain cell organelles ని chloroplast అంటాం. Chloroplast లో మాత్రమే chlorophyll ఉంటుంది అని Julius von Sachs concluded in 1883. So, okay, let us see the TS of leaf. TS means transverse section of leaf. Take the leaf and transverse section. If it is the leaf, this is the transverse section. Cut like this, cut like this. So, transverse section of leaves look like this. Looks like this. This is the cuticle and this is the epidermis layer. These are the cells, single layered epidermis. And these are the palisade parenchyma cells. Palisade parenchyma cells. These are the spongy parenchyma cells. In these cells, chlorophyll or chloroplast is present. Chloroplast is present in certain cell. Chlorophyll is present in certain cell organelles called chloroplast. Chloroplasts are present in the palisade or spongy parenchyma cells. This is the xylem. This is the phloem. Xylem and phloem. These are the vascular bundles. Through this, the xylem water is transported and the phloem food is transported. And these are the guard cells. This is totally called stomata. This is the guard cell. Okay. And these are the air space present in between the spongy parenchyma cells. So totally this is about the TS of leaf. And in the parenchyma, palisade or spongy parenchyma, chloroplasts are present. These are the sites for the photosynthesis. Daniel von Arnon is the scientist. He broken up the plant cells. Plant cells తీసుకొని he broken the plant cells and extracted the chloroplast from it. And he extracted the chloroplast from it. అంటే ఆ broken అయిన cells నుంచి he extracted the chloroplast. Okay. And he studied the chloroplast like this. Okay, this is the TS of chloroplast. Same as that of chloroplast. TS of transverse section. Like this, if we cut, it looks like this. Chloroplast looks like this. Like it contains the stroma. It contains the stroma. Stroma is the fluid-filled region. Fluid-filled region in the stroma is a fluid-filled region. And this is the membrane, chloroplast membrane. This is the chloroplast membrane. And this is the stroma thylakoid. This part we are calling it as stroma thylakoid. In the stroma thylakoid, many chlorophylls are present, and in this and it traps the sunlight and photosynthesis occurs in this thylakoid. And group of these thylakoids are called granum. Grana thylakoid. This is stroma thylakoid. Like this. This is the stroma thylakoid. These groups are grana thylakoid. This group of grana thylakoids are called granum. See here, the group of grana thylakoids are called granum. And lipid globules are also present in the chloroplast. And starch grains are also present in the chloroplast. Starch grains are the result of the synthesis of carbohydrates. These are the starch carbohydrates formed, and we can see this starch grains in the chloroplast. Yeah, first of all, chloroplast is the three-membraned structure. This is one membrane, this is second membrane, and these are the third membrane. This third membrane forms the thylakoids. This third membrane forms the thylakoids. Like, see, third layer, stack-like structures. Stack means laga. Stack-like structures forms the granum. This see here. Stack-like structures forms the granum. Okay. This granum was site for the solar energy. It traps the solar energy and forms the what? Starch, carbohydrates, and say stroma fluid filled, and enzymatic reaction takes place in the stroma. In the stroma, this fluid filled region, enzymatic reactions of the photosynthesis takes place in this region. So, okay, in this region, many reactions takes place and forms the carbohydrates in the stroma. Thylakoid entraps the sunlight and in the stroma reactions takes place, and chlorophyll is present in the thylakoid. Chlorophyll contains a magnesium atom, one magnesium atom. One chlorophyll contains one magnesium atom, Mg, one magnesium atom. And chlorophyll are of two types, chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Around 250 to 400 pigments of chlorophyll pigments, 250 to 400 pigments of chlorophyll forms the light harvesting complex or the photosynthetic unit. Photosynthetic unit or light harvesting complex form అవుతుంది. 250 to 400 pigments ni chlorophyll pigments ని యూస్ చేసుకొని. These are the photosynthetic events in the chloroplast. What are the events occurs in the chloroplast? Conversion of light into chemical energy. Light ని తీసుకొని chemical energy లాగా కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకుంటుంది. And splitting of water molecule. Water molecules H2O ని స్ప్లిట్ చేస్తుంది into H plus and OH minus. And reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates. Carbon dioxide reduce అవుతుంది into carbohydrates. Reduction means taking in the hydrogens and releasing out the oxygen is called reduction. Taking in the hydrogen, H plus ions, the hydrogen, taking in and releasing out the oxygen is called a reduction process. So reduction of carbon dioxide into carbohydrates. Carbon dioxide reduction again carbohydrates law form అవుతుంది. And next, mechanism of photosynthesis. A mechanism of photosynthesis takes place in two steps or two reactions, like a light dependent phase or two phases. Light dependent phase. This phase occurs in the presence of light. Light ni use చేసుకొని this phase forms, produces in the presence of light. This is called photochemical phase. Photochemical phase. Photo means light. It forms the chemical substances like ATP and NADPH. By using the light energy, it forms the chemical substances. So photochemical phase or light dependent phase. By using the light, so light dependent phase. In this, it occurs in the light dependent phase occurs in the grana of the chloroplast. The grana of chloroplast, light dependent phase occurs, and it occurs in the three steps. Like first step is by taking photon. Photon means the some amount of sunlight is called photon. Some amount of sunlight is called photon. Small amount of sunlight is called photon. Photon, by taking photon in the chloroplast by the grana, chloroplast gets activated. By taking photon, and the sunlight ni తీసుకొని it activates. Chlorophyll gets activated in the first step. And in the second step, it takes water molecules from the ground. It takes water molecules. This water molecule splits into H plus and OH minus. As I said here, see, splitting of water molecule. Splitting of water molecule takes place like H plus and OH minus. Energy is used. By using energy, it splits into H plus and OH minus in the second step. This process is called photolysis. Photolysis process is discovered by the Robert Hill. So this process is also called as Hill's reaction. This reaction is also called as Hill's reaction. And step 3. In step 3, this OH minus ions formed in this reactions are released by the H2O, and oxygen is released outside into the atmosphere from the water. H2O splits and releases the oxygen into the atmosphere. and H plus ions formed in the split by trapping NADP. By trapping NADP, it forms NADPH. This is the energy. And ADP by using phosphates, it forms the ATP. These two are the assimilatory powers. These two are the energies which are helpful in the dark reactions. Okay, these are helpful in the dark reactions. NADP means nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. ATP means adenine triphosphates. Adenine triphosphates. Light dependent reaction. Previously we discussed about the light dependent reaction. Now we are discussing about the light independent reaction. Light we use phase for the phase and so hence called as dark phase. This is also called as biosynthetic phase. Why we are calling it as biosynthetic phase? In this phase carbohydrates are formed. In the light dependent phase, in the light reaction, only the ATP and NADPH are formed, which is helpful in the synthesis of carbohydrates. In the light independent reaction lo carbohydrates form avvadaniki manaku light reaction lo NADP, H and ATP, those are the energies formed in the light dependent reactions. In this light independent reactions, carbohydrates are forming, so we are calling it as biosynthetic. Synthetic means bio means carbohydrates, the organic substances, and synthetic means synthesizing, producing. So biosynthetic phase. So it doesn't require the presence of light. Dark phase కాబట్టి presence of light అవసరం లేదు. Light is not needed. So dark time occurs in the dark time. Dark time ఉన్నప్పుడు అవసరం లేదు. Night time is in dark time, so it occurs in the night time. NADPH formed in the light dependent reaction is useful in this light independent reaction. NADPH, this H in NADPH combines with the carbon dioxide. This H in NADPH combines with the carbon dioxide in the presence of ATP. ATP energy, in the presence of, by utilizing the energy, ATP energy forms the glucose, the carbon dioxide, the carbohydrate. Okay, this glucose further converts into the starch. See, finally the glucose converts into the starch in many steps. In many steps by using different enzymes, through many steps it forms glucose turns into the starch. In that RUBP, ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate, ribulose 1,5, ribulose ribulose 1,5 bis P phosphate, ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate absorbs or accepts the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. It absorbs accepts the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and turns the glucose into the starch. Finally, starch is formed. Fine. Totally, till now what we have discussed from the starting, this is totally about the photosynthetic reactions, photosynthesis and photosynthetic reactions, how the photosynthesis is occurring and what it is forming, what it is using like light, carbon dioxide and water. So, finally this is totally about the photosynthesis. Questions time. Moles half-leaf experiment concludes that. అంటే మీన్ అది దేనికి యూస్ఫుల్ అవుతుంది? మోల్స్ హాఫ్ లీఫ్ ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్స్ వల్ల మనకి ఏం అర్థమైంది? కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్ రిలీజ్ అవుతుందా, లైట్ డిపెండెంటా, లైట్ యూస్ఫుల్ అవుతుందా, అలా ఏదైతే అది ఆన్సర్ చేయండి. అండ్ లైట్ డిపెండెంట్ రియాక్షన్స్ అక్కర్స్ ఇన్ లైట్ డిపెండెంట్ రియాక్షన్స్ ఎక్కడ జరుగుతుంది అండ్ డాష్ సొల్యూషన్ ఇస్ యూస్ ఫర్ ద టెస్ట్ ఫర్ స్టార్చ్ టెస్ట్ చేయడానికి ఏ సొల్యూషన్ యూస్ చేస్తాం? సో comment this answers in the comment box. Till now if you didn't subscribe my channel, like, share, comment this video.